Yeah, Dan.
Good evening, Mayor Wolk, members of City Council. I'm Dan Ramos with the Mace Ranch Innovation Center project. It's great to be back. It's been a while, and I'll try to be brief because I know it's late, and appreciate everybody's patience here tonight, especially the supporters that are here for us. I'll be real brief. What are we asking the City Council to do tonight? We're asking the Council to direct staff to bring the Mace Ranch Innovation Center back to you in July for action to place the proposed project on the November 2016 ballot. Our project was brought forward in response to a process that the city initiated to retain jobs, diversify the local economy, and to generate needed financial resources for city roads, parks, and other important public services. Over the past 5 years, since this process began, the project has been studied, reviewed, and discussed in detail by the City Council and through an environmental impact report, community and stakeholder outreach, and numerous commission meetings. We feel we're in good position to deliver on what the city was looking for when it released its request for expressions of interest to develop innovation centers, and we want to move forward. As our planning process unfolded and we learned more about what would make a state-of-the-art innovation center successful, we concluded that the inclusion of ancillary workforce housing was important to the overall project's long-term success. When we were directed in February to proceed with a project that did not include ancillary workforce housing, we decided to place the effort on hold, due primarily to concerns about its economic viability. After 2 months of reevaluating our options, we reformulated the project to help the city achieve its goals so we can realistically be implemented if approved. What we are proposing: annex the entire 228.6 acre project site, designate the 102 acres nearest the Mace Boulevard and I-80 interchange for up to 1.7 million square feet of office, research and development, and manufacturing facilities. Designate the 110 acres immediately to the north, including 25 acres owned by the city, as urban reserve. Designate the 16-acre triangle piece to be consistent with existing land uses, including public, semi-public, general commercial, and urban reserve. Place the proposal on the November 2016 ballot for measure our vote. Complete development agreement, negotiations, and seek council approval by mid-September 2016. Complete the project sustainability plan and seek council approval by mid-September 2016. Initiate a planning process related to precise entitlements and possible inclusion of ancillary workforce housing on the properties designated urgent reserve anytime after the November vote. It's up to the police. Since there's already questions about it, I want to briefly explain on why we're proposing to annex the entire 228-acre site and urban reserve designation of 110 acres. First, it continues to be our vision that the 110 acres is going to be part of an innovation center, including the property annexation now makes future city planning process for that part of the project more efficient. Secondly, while we're proposing the plan only half the site now, it also achieves the city's objective to bring 200 or more acres for a 20-year plus supply of innovation center growth for local tech sector. With a permanent growth boundary established by the existing conservation easement around the project site, no additional development can occur beyond what we're proposing. Including the 110 acres we're proposing for urban reserve designation does not authorize any other uses other than ag. I want to reiterate that any proposed development on that property, including ancillary workforce housing, will require additional planning and be subject to measure our vote before it can proceed. So why push for a November vote? As I stated earlier, the ownership group has engaged in a planning effort that has gone on for about 5 years. And we concluded that it's time for both the city and us to move forward and shift from a focus on process to a focus on the actual project. In addition, we feel that a November timing is important because we want to engage the community when will be broad participation. There's more, and that'll be more like in this general election in November. For all these reasons, we're requesting that you direct staff to take the necessary steps to place the proposed project before voters on November 2016 ballot. I know you probably have many questions on the project, so I'm available along with our attorney, John Taylor, to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.